Okay. Good morning, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Just give me 1 second and we'll get started. When I say 1 second, I really mean 1 minute and we'll get started. I, just give me 1 second. If you wouldn't mind sharing this video, that's how we get our name out there. That's how we could share the message that we are doing this free program, Breakout 2020. Um, yeah, all right. I shared some. I want to get started here on the day. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining. Today is an interesting day. Uh, I wake up as I normally do to put my TV on in my bedroom, and CNBC automatically turns on, and I see the news. I see the markets down, 300 something points. I see, about the bombing the Iranian general, which again is good for the market. Well, I have some great market plays for us, for Secretary Pompeo coming out and saying we need to destroy their oil. Yeah, what stocks shouldn't we buy today? So oil stocks are going to rise. There's a potential that the market could plummet. But what annoys me the most is if you've been with breakout trading, and maybe you remember listening that we have tremendous support for our troops, and we're giving out free memberships to anybody in the military, even if you were a family member of somebody in the military, um, you know, any dependents, and now we have more troops being sent out to Iran. So, um, let our prayers be with them and let them be at the focus, the center of our attention. And maybe we'll do something one day. Everybody has that earning to do something good, in their life, and you know, people say, well, you do good by trying to teach people. Yeah, but it doesn't feel fruitful. Maybe doing something for the troops. I don't know. One day. One day. But let's get started. Let's jump right into it. Tony Hedges, I believe you are in the room. We have a new way of interacting with Tony. And testing, 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 testing. I, you guys can hear me on the 0 second delay live stream, right? Now, if you want to join this group in a 0 second delay, there is a link that I shared. It should be in the share section or the comment or in the description section. That link will bring you to easy webinar. Give your name, like your first name, just for the chat, so we can see who you are, and an email. I don't think anything happens with that email, as far as I know. I don't look at the emails, so you don't have to worry about that. And it'll be a 0 second delay. Facebook, YouTube, unfortunately, you have that 20-second delay thing going on. Matter of fact, let me share that link with YouTube. Oh, no, it's there. You guys got it. Beautiful. All right, let's get started on the day. Tony, I don't know. Do you want me to put you up now? Do you want to just take over from this point? I don't know if he's listening. All right, so we'll just carry on. Carry on. And go forward with the day. So this is Breakout 2020. The purpose of this course, this is essentially, we went over it yesterday. This is a small cap challenge type course. Um, and it involves trading paper until our strategy is perfectly tailored. I'm currently in the process of merging two strategies, Tony's and mine's, and it's creating this kind of super like what's the word? What made a Superman Superman? It's making that kind of. It's just like it's working out. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to jinx myself. It's working out, and we're eventually going to switch to a Sterling platform, which is way faster than TD Ameritrade, which is what we currently use. However, today I know I said paper trading. We're going to do that in a small account style until I'm profitable for 30 to 45 days before we move over into a Sterling CMEG account. Now, I still suggest keeping a active brokerage ready and available because I do think we will be using it today. But not sure, not sure. The market may do nothing today. The market may go right back up. Oil stocks, I mean, shoosh, they're gonna go up regardless if the oil goes up. But we have a chart, particularly just for the markets, that we will commonly refer to right here. And on this chart is NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the VIX, the tick, which is the New York Stock Exchange tick. And it basically means if it's above this line here, if it's above zero, it means more stocks are being like bought at a positive level, and if it's at a low tick, it means more stocks are ticking low. That's basically what it means. More stocks are ticking low, so sometimes this can go as low as 1,000, more than 1,000, as high as 1,000. So this gives us good perspective. We got the VIX up, it's the volatility index, extremely elevated today. We're going to be watching stocks like UVXY. Turn off the level 2, add the chart. Great option player. It's low priced right now, so you can even buy it. You know, it might even be better to buy it, but no, options will always be the cheaper solution. And we're going to keep an eye on TVIX, gold. You know, gold is spiking, oils spiking. These two used to have a sort of inverse relationship, but you know, gold would go up, crude would go down, as well as the market. You know, and it seems like the relationship is kind of now they're kind of coinciding with each other. But that's it. That's it. We're gonna just keep an eye on the market, not get too crazy about any entries today. I'm only gonna take a stock if I have no doubt in my mind that I'm getting in at the right entry. And with that being said, let's get started. Let's get started on this pre-market scan. And then Tony, I'm waiting for a text from Tony when he wants to go live, and then he'll go over here. He'll do his pre-market scan. So let me just text him now. Okay, Tony's ready. I'm gonna put him in. He will take over. Well, no, we kind of co-host, but I'm gonna bring in Tony, not screen, not webcam, make presenter. All right, Tony, you are all plugged in. I made you a presenter. You should be able to share. You just gotta click the microphone link. Yeah, I see you, Tony. You could probably talk now. At 9 o'clock, we gotta do a second intro, just so you know. What's up, Tony? I see you. Are you talking? All right, I'm not hearing you, Tony. So I'm gonna just move on until your voice kind of comes in. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna move forward till his voice comes in. Sloppy introduction this morning. It annoys me when that happens, but can't always reach for perfection. All right, let's look at some of the stocks that are potentially good to look at. Using Market Chameleon, I'm gonna look at the top stocks of the day. This doesn't seem right. Okay, so beautiful stock today, and I remember Tony mentioning this yesterday, is ACOR. Okay, let's see if it meets the five finger strategy. Uh, testing, testing. Can't hear you. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me in the room? All right, so everybody else can hear me, Tony. All right, you got to get out of your app and restart it. I can't do this like this. I have no pre-market scan. As long as you guys can hear me, let's just move on with it. Acor. Let's take a closer look at this one. Um, ugh, disgusting downtrend. Very much disliked. All right, Tony. Now I hear you coming in.
Okay, you hear me?
Yep. Can everybody else hear him, Tony? Can I get a check on eWebinar, YouTube, and Facebook? Can you hear Tony?
But you hear me, right?
I hear you. I don't know if they hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, they hear you. You're good.
all right.
All right, so start us off.
Okay, so well today I'm looking at so far I'm looking at a couple of the stocks today. They keep on changing. Hold on one second here. I'm looking at ACOR. I'm looking at BRY. I don't have the entry on them yet. Um, the ACOR, I like to see it break like 230 to the upside, and then I'm going to get in. I'm not going to get in that stock right now because it's selling off. And if you look at the chart,
I
it's
see a dead count bounce on this at the open.
what ACOR.
Yeah, does it have a news catalyst? It's low float, high volume, right? It's let's see. It's
Yeah,
not
the
the volume's
problem
not that high. It is a biotech and it is up. What's the problem?
problems if you look at the chart within the range here. Um, let me show you this chart here. It's got to open like a 225. We need it to open around 225 and
215
then
is good,
make
no?
its way up. I don't like it yet. I would wait for like 230 to get in on it.
Okay.
But I don't like it yet. I have to look at it. Like it's got to open up a 225. It's not a 225 yet, so we have to look at that. Um,
Okay.
Yesterday I parked in the chat room IPHA. I told everyone to get in at 7:05 on the pullback, and I'm still in Adams ADMS.
Yeah,
I'm
Adams
still in
is
that
your
one.
hold. That was your
Right,
hold.
because ALNA made a move, and I had that since last week at like 245 ALNA, and it's like $3. Hit 298 yesterday. So right now I'm looking at BRY. I just want to watch BRY open at 10, go to 950, and then break
What
out
is this
again.
Bristol? What is BRY? What is it? Petroleum.
Petroleum.
All
Yes.
oil stocks are going to be up today because Secretary Pompeo's talking about destroying
Yeah.
their oil over there. Um,
Yeah.
it's got no
I like this
volume.
BRY here. Just looking at it.
Is it an
I'm looking at
ETF?
I'm
No,
looking at it. It's a very hard morning because stocks keep on going down by streaming here, and they're coming off the streaming based on the volume. So I'm constantly punching them in to see which one I would actually get in on.
right.
And right now, the best one is BRY so far. I like 950, 975 area around there.
That's your top pick so far, BRY.
So far.
That could change.
Let me just see
Can we look at
if
a couple? I know what we're looking at the most active list, Market Chameleon. But can we look real quick? Benzinga's got some really big gappers this morning.
well, we got G.
LLEX, Yuma. Go ahead.
No, I'm still looking over here. I'm still looking over here.
Yuma looks very interesting. I actually really like Yuma today. Yuma's a stock that pops up often. Let me see this one because this one looks very, very appetizing. It is a oil and gas stock. From what I can see, it is Bazinga gas oil. Tony, is there a way? Just I know that I'm sorry to cut in like this when we're doing like a live stream, but Tony, is there a way to when you're not talking, is there a button to mute the sound around you? It's like a white noise. I know you're not anywhere but the office probably, but it's like a white noise.
Right. Is that better?
Yeah, it is better.
There's,
It is
I'm
better.
very quiet. There's nothing in the room.
Yeah, yeah. I heard
All right.
something. It sounded like
Uh,
like a blowing, but yeah.
oh,
Now it sounds better.
there's a heater. Um, I'm looking at this SYNA also right now.
SYNA. All right, what about it?
I'll be very careful with that ACOR. Um, the BRY, it looks good. I think that one is a very good stock. I think it like 950, 975 BRY. Let's look at the we today's the day where you have to wait for stock to like develop. In other words, let them open, let them come down, let them come up, let them break out of the high, and then we'll get in on it. It's
I hear
not
you. I
like
don't know if they hear you.
like a gap day where the stock sits in the perfect channel of the chart. Um, but I like this
The
BRY probably
BRY.
like 950, 960. Um, hopefully it opens at $10 and we'll bite on the pullback. The pullback on this should be good. BRY.
All right, so what's our levels here? I'm gonna plot them right now.
Okay, we got BRY like 950 to 975.
950 to 975. That's
Yeah.
what entry price?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this an average
BRY.
down or no
No,
average
no,
down?
it should
It
be
should
like
pivot there,
960
right?
to 960, 975. That should be the entry on that one.
All right, good, good. Let's go.
Uh,
What else we got?
like I said, as you're talking, I'm scanning the market. I'm trying to find a stock. It's
I
very
understand.
difficult because a morning of like earnings and
Well, here's the thing. Today is a very unique day, as I mentioned earlier. We have the whole Middle East thing going on. What's going on over there? I remember them saying that, and it's always sunny once. Whatever's going on over there. But yeah, we bombed the general. We killed the general of Iran, and there could be retaliation. We're sending, hundreds to thousands of troops over there, hundreds to thousands of troops over there. And there's already thousands of troops already stationed over there, in the ocean, in bases in Europe. So there's a lot of troops over there right now, and most important thing, honestly, I hate to be like the one that profits off a war, but the most important thing is that they come home. But it's very likely, the fear and greed index is gonna skyrocket today. Um, well, on the fear side, obviously, this is gonna come down very much. I see the market definitely dropping today, um, if not throughout the week, unless it's not handled. But you do have to remember that the Iranians they go into mourning for 3 days, or whatever they are, the Shiites, the Sunnis, whatever they're called. Sorry, no disrespect to that, but I just don't know the name. They go into mourning for 3 days. It's custom, and so we won't really know what's going to happen for at least 3 days, if anything. And that's my understanding, my take on the news. But like I said, our prayers are with the troops over there and the families, and you know let's make some money off the if we could profit from it, let's do it. As messed up as it seems. But
I think this Fang is not that bad. Also, FANG.
is that an ETF or something else? A Fang? Yeah, I mean, I'm. You gotta tell me. I don't know. These are all energy stocks, and I just feel like we missed the gap on them. How much more can they go up today? I'm a little worried about getting into energy stocks, but I mean, they'll probably continue to soar today. But who knows? Who the heck knows? This with this wacko market, anything can happen. LLP LPTX, no, not enough volume.
Fang at like 90. I will put a bit of Fang at like 91.10, 91.20. FANG.
All right, create an alert. Add or below. All right, I got an alert there.
We still got plenty of time. I'm still looking down my ticker to see which stocks, normally have a stock like right away. And it's a little difficult this morning. So we have to, we don't want to lose money. So
Yeah, I'm not really sold on anything yet. What about you guys in the rooms? What are you guys looking at? I'm looking at the Benzinga scanner right now. I'm not in love with anything. Um,
very hard day today.
I
Like I said,
mean,
we
the
gotta wait.
focus should
We're
be.
better off waiting for the market to open and see a stock head up into a channel, and then we'll be like, you know what, that stock there is pretty good. You know, like I said, this ACOR was my best pick since last night, but it was trading at like at 225, 230, but it sold off. I just like to see it develop here, and in other words, if this thing opens up, let me get this. If this thing opens up at like 218, 219, and it goes through like 230, 235, I'm a buyer of the stock. I think the stock could definitely go to 350.
I
But once again, we
looking
have
at
to
the
wait.
stock where it is. ACOR, right? If we run it by the strategy, just real quick, Acor has got a 48 million shares, probably has a 40 million share float, only has 200,000 shares of volume in the pre-market, but that doesn't include all of yesterday's activity. It's up on news, the Daily Biotech Pulse, surges. It's not really up on news. Rise 15% on me on Steve Cohen's. Okay, Stephen Cohen 9.8% acquisition. Stephen Cohen. Why is that name so familiar? Um, who's Stephen Cohen?
I would, like a BRY is not bad at 950, 960 entry. And the ACR, we just got to wait for it to open and wait for the development on it to like turn around and
Yeah,
go up.
I'm not a big fan of it, but that's not saying it can't go up. Um, it probably will. It most certainly I think will at least go over these pre-market highs just a little bit. I like it. I like it in theory, but it's very flat now. Not a current wide range. Like you said, I think that's the smartest thing to do is just to wait for the opening. On that one, and but I don't really know. You're the expert. I don't really see anything I like, so I'm kind of just gonna fall on you today. It's up to you to run the group, man. 'Cause I don't see anything I like. I'm thinking UWT potentially later on, like UWT. This is an oil ETF 3 times. It's up 11%. Uh, I want to keep an eye on GBR. GBR, it's an American Stock Exchange stock. Huh. Is it? Tony, I think I lost you. GBR. GBR. So again, if you're just joining us, we're currently doing the program Breakout 2020, and we are. I have my paper account ready today, just because of the market conditions, how you know much potential there is for a market pullback here. But what we're doing right now is merging Tony's and my strategy. Two separate strategies, and at the core they have the same, value. But together, combined, I think that it could be like not an unstoppable strategy. Both were profitable last year. Put them together, they kind of erase the failures of the other one. It's amazing. So that's why I'm trading on paper as we pre-test that, but I will likely be trading in the cash account today. Some sort of market trade, whether it's UVXY options or I'll maybe buy some UWT. I don't know, but we're going to see how volatile this market gets. In terms of little cap stocks that might be good to jump into, I'm really not seeing anything this morning. Neither is Tony. I mean, our big potentials are BRY and Acor. Uh, and that's really it. Tony, I'm
Um,
gonna let you take over. Go ahead.
67. I like SYNA. I like 6710,
S
sixty-seven
Y
twenty.
N A.
SYNA. Yeah,
Okay.
SYNA. I
What's
like
the
that one
bid?
there. Like 6710, 6720.
Okay. Now,
Um,
uh, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
and yeah, we're gonna have to wait for the market to open today. Today's a very hard day. I like to see these stocks open up high and sell off a little bit before we get in anything. And the volume's been very slow with these stocks today, but I would like to wait a little bit on it. Everything like my favorites are ACOR, BRY, SYNA, FANG. Those are the only four I see. Um, I really like to see ACOR go up from here, like go from two open up. I like to see this open at 225. Believe it or not.
Hey, what about Oxy? Take a look at this one. It came in from a member, Ali.
Okay, Oxy. Hold on one second. OXY.
Yeah, I think it's a petroleum stock, maybe.
Like 43, the entry.
43 entry, right?
Not even. I will be very careful with this. I
Yeah.
would say about 41. I will put a bid, a 41 bid in there, 41.10 bid. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait for the market to open here and see exactly what we're doing here. Like I said, I really, really like that ACOR. If we could get it like at
What is it? ACLR?
ACOR,
Oh,
yeah.
Acor. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Acor, I think we're gonna have a dead cat bounce. I'm like fairly certain on this one. I actually feel very strong right now. This is my favorite one. I see a dead cat bounce happening, and it picking up out the gate.
Yeah.
It's if you look at its statistics, it's right now 211. 211 is the main pivot on this one. So this next target is 271, and as you can see, it attested to get there. So boom, now we have a range. We have an identifiable range, and we are very close to the bottom. The range starts at 211. Let me get a range pattern thing. The range starts at 211, right, and goes up to 271. And I'm gonna double confirm that that is in fact the range. Um, and I'll show you how I do that in just a second. I'm gonna be doing. You can see the screen, Tony, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at charts right now. So I'm looking at like I'm trying to see where I'm gonna be at with these stocks.
I know.
Like
Remember,
I'm really trying to find a good stock. It's very hard.
you know, guys, you have to remember you don't have to get into anything. That's the great thing about trading is we don't have to trade. Our job is to speculate. If we see something we love without a shadow of a doubt, then you can get in that. Today, I really think the focus is going to be on the market for me. That's one of my strengths is playing the market. The same way Ricky Gutierrez, his strength is playing U gas and D gas, the natural gas stocks. My strength is playing the market. So I'm very good at that. I love the market conditions right now. And I think that that's where I'm going to end up going. I might make one small cap trade, but when I do trade the market, it is very important to know this. Um, I will be dealing in options. I will be dealing in stock. I will be dealing in both, and I will be using my real account for this because it's certain I understand this strategy. It's been very good to me. My biggest gainer in 2019 was UVXY. I made most of my money on UVXY. Second was Roku, but so I know this is something that works for me. Important keys about the market to know. It's not good to trade the market for the first 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. Second important thing is the market usually has a reversal between 9:45 Eastern Standard Time and 10:10 Eastern Standard Time. So within that range, we'll be looking for some sort of pivot reversal. It may jump out the gate going up. Now, if it's between 9:45 and 10:10 and the market starts to dump, I'm in there. Without hesitation, you might be getting in at the top of the drop. And that's it. So we'll probably be playing the market if nothing else comes to life. I think this A core's got beautiful potential. It's my favorite so far. Um, and
B R
BY, what is it?
B R B R Y
BRY. Uh, On a pullback, I would love it. I could see it taking off. Absolutely.
like 960, 975 around there.
960. Okay. Great alert.
If it opens at 10, it goes down to like 950, 960. I think the stock rallies all the way back to 1050. That's BRY. Yes, on the pullback on that one. I would wait for ACR to like really break like 250 before I start getting in on it. But it's got to open at 225. I got it opening at 225 on ACOR.
Okay. Um,
Um, Let me see this over here.
SES looks could be fruitful today again for the third day. If you look at its history, it usually has 3 day bumps. So today would be actually only day two technically, but kind of
ACOR, I'm not too crazy about. I
ACOR,
think that I think that BRY looks better.
BRY. All right.
Yeah, I say about 950, 960 in that range as a buy point.
ACOR. Okay, so it has a bottom channel at 215, which is very close to the 211 pivot, and the top of that channel is 282. So this channel is the identified channel in A core. This channel is correct. It's been double, triple confirmed. So I have no doubt in my mind that if A core goes to the bottom of this channel, and I just use the words no doubt, and pivots, it's a profitable entry. Think about that. No doubt in my mind, if it goes down to 211, 215, it is a profitable entry. If it pivots, you want to see that little V shape pivot. And then BRY, I can see, yeah, same thing. If it comes down on a pullback, I wish it had more volume. That's the only thing scaring me is why is nobody trading it right now? Um,
Yeah, that's what
on
volumes on these things.
look at this girl, man. If you're watching CNBC right now, look at the girl next to the CSEA worker. Oh, that would only be a New York advertisement. Anyway, I really I've taken an interest into Yuma, so I'm gonna pop Yuma in the scanner real quick, in the charts rather. It looks like Yuma has potential. It's managed to stay above the VWAP for the most part of the morning, and it's a very choppy stock. And you can see it has huge spikes. It's within its nature. You can see the consolidation in this chart. Look at this consolidation. So it's definitely getting ready to have a spike. But look at this. It looks like almost all the spikes go down first. Well, they all come back down. You can see that, but it looks like they go down and then, So this is a tricky play because you could get stopped out on this. The channel has even consolidated to between 290 and 390. That gives us a nice range. Let's look at the pivots real quick. The new pivots of this year is on Yuma.
SYNA 6710 bid, same thing as before.
Okay, SYNA. I'm not gonna trade this as a penny stock. Uh,
SYNA about so we got BRY 950 960 bid. We have SYNA.
all right. Did you type them in? Are you typing them in, or you want me to type them in?
No, type them in this way because I'm looking at the chart here. It's a little difficult. About 6710, 6720 bid SYNA.
You know what? Screw that. I'm just
Uh,
gonna do it like this, Tony's. Um, yeah, so it actually is working out really well. I think the software. I think that's we are. Yeah, it seems like it's working out. It's on you. They can hear you on YouTube. They can hear you on Facebook, and they can hear you on uh the
what
Easy
do you think
Webinar.
of this? What do you think of this TEDU here? TEDU.
Give me 1 second. Look it up. TDU. TEDU.
Yeah.
TEDU. By the way, guys, if you're just joining us, we've got a couple people coming in. You can actually get the live stream, zero delay with the chat room, by going into the description and clicking the link that says zero delay live stream. You just have to put your name. That's it, and I think your email they ask for. I don't like TDU at all. I don't like anything about
No,
it.
no,
It's got
I don't
no,
like it one bit. No, I
it's
don't like it one bit. Forget
it's got
about it.
no news, no volume. It's not really.
No,
It's
I
not really.
seen it. I seen it gap to like $3, and I was looking at it. I was like, $3 is good. It's not $3.
No. But
No.
Yuma has me interested. I'm gonna look back at Yuma. I was looking at the charts. The chart is at a consolidation point. It's going to break out. It looks like this price now is on Yuma is what the heck is the price? $5 flat. So
Gonna watch that FANG 9110 9120 bid. FANG 9110 9120.
FANG 9110 9120
Bid
91
on that one.
91. Yeah, 9120. All
Yep.
right. Got that. I have to get all these into the chat room now. That way they have time to. But I'm not really certain of anything,
I
so I
just
don't
got
want to put out an alert. I'm not
well, I
putting
just got
out
a
any
new one.
alerts.
I got a new one that just popped up on the list here. Reggie, Regi. I want to see if that one's real. If that was a real gapper.
I don't know. I'm looking at it now. I think honestly, the focus of my day is going to be in the market, just the market and crude. All right, here, let's see, guys. We got some. That was at 9 o'clock. Everybody could hear Tony in Easy Webinar, right? Because somebody said they switched over to Facebook to hear him. Yeah, TVIX, we're gonna be watching TVIX like a hawk today. We are on top of that, Sean. Don't you worry about it. We're gonna wait, see how the market reacts out the gate, and we got some picks that we're not super confident about, right? Can I speak for the both of us when I say that, or am I wrong?
Yeah,
Not super
yeah,
confident about
yeah, yeah.
anything really today.
Today's a
Maybe
tough day, my friend.
Maybe Yuma. Let me look up Yuma. Yuma's at that consolidation point. It broke. It's up at 5. Okay, so it has a support at 492 and could go to 659. I think it's more likely going to pull down to 390, but I think it's good to know the ranges on this one. You can make money on this. This might blast off. It tested 570, which is halfway to the end of the channel. Um, I think this is going to pull back to maybe even the R2 pivot of 407, 354. I'm looking for a pullback on this one. If it breaks, then 654 is the target. If it breaks, it's going to do it now. It might break out the gate. All right, we got about 54 seconds until the open. This is sitting right now at the bottom of a channel, UYMA, and has quite a range ahead of it. Can go literally from here, create alerts, add a below, all the way up to 650. So it's quite a range there. Let's see if it stays within the range. Uh, and the market is opening. Another one that looked interesting to me was GBR. I'm gonna look up the pivots on that real quick. All right, we're open. No time. No time. All right, Yuma is dumping. The next price on that is 407. Oxy is at or above. Apparently, that one Oxy we were looking at is taking off. All right, slow opening. I'm gonna keep my market scanner over here. I want to be able to see that. All right, so the market's initial movement out of the gate is a pop, and that could be good for the stocks that we're watching right now. SES is popping as well. SES has a range at $10. So if it can break into $10, it's might be a good buy. Um, I will take that trade. SCS over 10. BRY, I seen the pullback on that. A core pulling back some. 215 is a good potential entry. We know that's the bottom of the range. Um, looks like it tapped 219. It's dumping. All right, so we're gonna see what happens when it gets to around 215. Um, with Acor.
SYNA 6812 was the low on that one.
SYNA. All right, SYNA 60. Yeah, I have an alert on that one. Dead and ready set. Excellent. So I'm gonna go ahead and if worst case scenario, if I'm wrong, I'll get out. But I'm gonna go ahead and put a bid on this Acor down at 215. Um, you got a big red candle, a doji. Yeah, let me put a bid. Very slow. Very slow
Mhm.
moving. Not really the volume I expected. I'm not putting that bid yet. If I want to, I'll get in market because we have to see if it pivots, and that is the point where it would pivot. That is the pivot point. So it might not pivot. It might just go right through that. So for now, I'm just keeping a close eye on that. GBR looks interesting. Yuma is auto zoom is pulling down to that $4 pivot. If it goes down to $4, I would be interested in buying that. That's also the bottom of the range here, deeper than bottom of the range. Oil spiking, UWT taking off. Markets are spiking. Everything is spiking right now. People are capitalizing on that small drop. I wonder if the fear and greed indexes. You're not in anything yet, right? It's on?
No, no. You hear me?
I'm not in anything. No. Might get in UWT, but
You hear me, right?
yeah, I hear you. Here's the drop. SYNA pulling back. BRY hit your bid almost. BRY 960. Very interesting day. I think the market is gonna.
SYNA still didn't get down to the bid price.
It's my strong inkling, guys, that this market, this pop, is totally false. It's just a reaction to the market going down. I think that we're
Market might make lower lows today.
I think exactly. Market might make lower lows today. So this pop is a buy opportunity. But let's wait the 5-10 minutes and just stick with the strategy. We wait 5 to 10 minutes. The market usually makes a reversal between 9:45 and 10:10 a.m. Eastern time. So let's just keep an eye on it. Okay, this came down to 9:18. Looks like it's starting to rock. I just don't. I'm not in love with it. I think I could definitely pull a profit off of it, but I'm not in love with it. A-core I'm talking about. But this
Yeah, I think Acorn might look. Check out Adams from yesterday. ADMS. IPHA is holding strong. 705. I called it yesterday. Adams, look at Adams come up over here. You're risking Acor is 20 cents. You're risking Acor.
mhm.
If you buy 219s, it goes to 199, $2. You're out. But Acor, that's your risk. 20 cents on the stock.
INPX still going strong. There's people that made 100% off INPX yesterday. I think Fang is gonna hit your bid, man. Look at that movement. Yuma, I think I like
Yeah, Fang,
GBR very much.
definitely buying Fang if it hits my bid. Definitely buying Fang if it hits my bid.
I like GBR very much, but I don't know much about it. I want to take a Yuma bid at. I think I'll take a Yuma bid at $4. We know we did the research at $4 is an ideal pivot level. So I'm gonna place a bid there. Small size order, 500 shares, bid 410, 411, 413. Could be pivoting now. Yeah, that looks like the beginnings of a pivot, but I'm gonna stick with my bid. Um, yeah, I'm gonna stick with my bid where it is. Oof, oof, ah, that might have been a mistake. Let's stick with my bid. Stick with the technicals. You can't get hurt. This GBR I've been wanting to get in. I just have not had the freaking chance to look up its technicals. It's a freaking it looks amazing. It can go up to 180. I think for sure this will go up to 180. Opened at 128, already at 141. Very low volume though. Relatively low volume. That's a little bit of a turnoff. Um, I want to just check its chart real quick. Okay. Yuma is at 145. Oh my God, this thing is spiking. All right, I'm gonna do a breakout order over the psychological resistance, small trade of 151, or I'll take this pullback play. It's still below the VWAP. Keep that in mind. The VWAP is at about 150. If this can go to 152, I would take it. Just a small share size. Keep
I'm
this.
taking some Acor just for the hell of it because I think if this stock actually breaks out of here,
See, it's not
your
gonna
risk
break.
is only 20 cents. This stock could actually go to 275, 280.
Yeah,
I'm
Acor
taking
is
Acor.
looks good.
Yeah, I took a chunk of Acor here.
I only have bids in and offers. Ooh,
I'm
you
in.
got in
I'm in
there right the
Acor.
time, man. Look at that. That was
I'm in. I'm in Acor. My average my Acor is 280.
average in Acor's 280.
My out in
Oh, you're
Acor
out,
will be
out, out,
280.
out. Target. Got you. Your
That is,
SYNA is at the bid price,
yeah, yeah.
but
I'm not getting in that one. I'm in
it's got no
Acor right now.
movement. All right.
Right.
I don't like.
Adams is coming up from yesterday. IPHA at 705 is coming up from yesterday. I'm in Acor.
Okay. I'm still not in anything. Tone's in Acor. Tony's in Acor, and
Did
I think
anybody get filled on? Did anyone get filled on SYNA? There you go. I'm super loaded in Acor. I think stock goes to 280. That's my
there it
first
goes.
exit price.
There it goes. I don't think that this is a chase, so I'm gonna come in right now.
That's what I
Yeah,
said. You got to wait for the development when the market opens.
I took a position, average price 234, 10 cents difference. But now at least we got some confirmation that this thing is
223 is my average price in Acor.
all right. So I'm in Acor, 500 shares, small share size. There we go. Let's get some movement. 280 is a reasonable, absolutely. This thing could go to 272, yeah, 280, 270. That's the range that we pre-identified. Uh,
275 to 280 is your exit point.
yes. 75 to 280. But I'm gonna take a partial along the way somewhere. I think at around if it can get above 250, I'm taking a partial right there. Volume decreasing.
Adams is coming up from yesterday. IPHA.
All right, taking base hits here. Taking a little bit of a partial on this. Come on. I'm gonna add if it pulls back. I have a feeling. Yep. I was getting that
Well, we
sense
got
there.
SYNA. You made over $1 if you got in on the bid here. SYNA called it perfect 67.20. That was the low, right?
Yeah. All right. See, this is might put another bid in on it's pulling back. Markets is still rallying, but it isn't 9:45 yet, so give it time.
I think Acor's gonna go. I'm still in Acor. I'm still waiting. Um,
It's the markets. Still in Acor. Yeah,
Dude,
I sold some Acor because I saw this like I just I see it's starting to weaken it. I feel like, but that could be a normal healthy pullback. So if this thing is willing to give, I'll add more. But yeah, see, it's starting to worry me with these.
SYNA, you made over $1 on SYNA. 67 pullback.
Just looks like it had a pop this one. All right. I'm just gonna leave it because I'm not heavily invested and I have money to cover my nut in case it dumps like it is. Um,
Adams is right back to 415.
I tried to get out. See, I tried to get out at 242. That's why we're moving over to a sterling brokerage. I tried to get out at 242, but it was just so slow. Everything I got all the way it executed, and I didn't have auto send clicked, which I guess is my fault. But still, it just took so long that I didn't get a fill until it was like 236. But
This BRY looks like it's coming up too, right?
let me see. Yeah, BRY is definitely
That's a
pivoted. Yeah, that was the pivot point. So it's
yeah,
popping out now.
950, 960, right? We called it over there.
Everything is ugly, man. I think that the market is.
I'm still in Acor. I bought some BRY.
You went in BRY?
Yeah, got in like 66. If we pop it over 10, it'll be over like 1050. This should be BRY.
Yeah, I see Acor. I think it'll complete its range today. It's extremely advanced today, so for it not to would be a surprise. You know what might be smart with the market frickin' rallying back into green almost? Should have frickin' played the other side. We should have just bought the market, went long, shorted all those TVIX calls, all those UVXY calls. We could have went and got puts on them, and we would have made. Let's see, UVXY played both sides. Um, one about one and a half points. See, UVXY used to be in the $30 range, so you can make a few points off of it now. Not anymore. SES starting to take off. It looks like it's getting ready to break over 10, which is the beginning of another range. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna put a stop buy order on this stock here. Actually, it looks like it's gonna break.
Now, if this Acor goes to like 240 again, 239, I will add more because I know the breakout is gonna it's gonna be a vicious breakout on it. So SYNA, you should have took money if you got it at 67.20. That was the buy point on that. BRY 950, 955. If you're in there, you're still in BRY. Um, Still in Acor.
I got a stop buy order in SES uh, at 10:07. There's a strong resistance there at 10:07. It's trying very hard to break. I think after it breaks 10, you might see a pop up to about 11.
Here's
So
BRY. BRY's coming up here.
market looks like it's starting to pivot now, right at the 9:45 mark, right on cue. Um, First red candle it looks like you see.
Wow, the SYNA had a nice move. $1.50 on that one.
I feel like everything's moving so slow. Yeah, SYNA made a beautiful move. Good call, Tone. Didn't take it. Nice cup and handle formation too on SYNA. This is gonna rip above the intraday highs of 69.22. If you're in this, you're good right now. You could even get in it right now and maybe catch 50 cents, but very good call. Good entry. You called the entry too. Hit the nail on the head with both BRY and SYNA.
I'm taking more ACOR here.
Yeah?
I'm taking more right here. Yeah, a little bit more here. 230.
Yeah, I could see another pop happening. I'm just gonna keep it as it is, man. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Uh, we have about $239 in option buying power. It's 9:45. We're gonna take a UVXY call on this pivot. So go to UVXY. You could buy 7 days out. That's fine, and you can get yourself for 260 right now. They got a bargain deal. You can get yourself two of these.
Watch this ACOR here. Just right to $3, right? Or 290. Watch.
I just not feeling. Okay, we're in on that. So I have two positions right now. What you say, the A core?
ACOR, yeah.
I'm in two positions. I have a UVXY calls, two of them. Whoa, what is all this? Oh, those are pending orders. But the only calls I'm actually in is UVXY calls and A core. Up $4 on the day, a whopping $4. But you got to be careful because that money, that $4 could turn into negative 5,000. If I'm not paying attention. So let's pay attention. Yuma is moving, but very slowly. Yeah, look at UVXY just starting to pop. We got in at like the perfect time. Up $14 on those two. Yep. All right. I think this is a real entry time. I think I gotta take an actual position myself. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that looks like it's peaking there and it's getting ready to come down.
Yeah, I think ACOR's still gonna go. Just waiting for it.
All right. So I literally took the same position here on UVXY. I think the same exact calls too. Um, in my real time account right here. All these are old. They that like I can't sell them off because they're too cheap. But this is actual factual. All right, very nice. UVXY calls are serving us well so far. Yeah, I bought the same exact ones, the January 20th, 12 calls, and I bought two as well. I might buy more, but I'm not trying to be greedy right now because this could very easily pivot down and screw me. A core, I'm in that as well in the paper.
Fang. This Fang ripped up here,
Fang,
broke out.
FANG. Wow, yeah, it did. Double bottom, triple bottom. All right, let's take a look at the market real quick. Let's see if it's actually getting ready to reverse. Definitely looks like there's a pullback, a drop down coming on the market. So UVXY is where you want to be. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna get rid of these positions. Cancel order because it's holding up all my capital. Cancel order. Cancel order. And we're gonna buy more of these. We'll buy like 10 of them. We already have two. We'll buy two more. All right. Market, yeah, is definitely pivoting down. Yep. That's a break in trend. If we can get below this previous bottom of this valley here, then we know we're in good shape. So that is a very important point right there. Below that previous valley. If we can get below there.
And they're chewing up the 30s on the A core. Let's see what happens.
All right. Let's do
There we
this.
go. There's the A core moving up again. I'm gonna add more A core.
Adding a core.
Yes, yes, I'm adding more A core here.
All right. I agree. Looks like a good idea. I'm gonna add a core as well.
It's only up 15 cents, 16 cents from its opening price.
Yes. And you got a like a bull flag situation going on. I like it. I want to get in though at like 228 if it'll go back down there.
I'm gonna start piecing out like 275, about 280. I should piece out. Figure 220, about 50 cents, about 280. Yeah.
All right. Yep, there it goes. Very nice. No, Sean Higgins asked the question. Well, I don't know. I don't want to answer for you. He said, so Acor, like let's say if it were to go down, right? You said you gave yourself that 20 cents range. So Sean Higgins asked, so Acor, you will be averaging down all the way to $2, right? At Tony?
Yes, correct, correct. Right now we're in motion. We're headed to 280 right now. That's what I see it. It's that's what we should be headed to right now.
Yeah, 280, definitely. That's the top of the range, baby. We just need some buyers. We're about to
That
break
is the only stock. That is the best stock and the only stock that I see right now. That's
up about $70 on those UVXY calls. Very
did
cheap
anybody
order too. Go ahead.
did anybody buy? Oh, look at IPHA is moving up. Still have that from 705 from yesterday. Uh, and anybody buy that SYNA?
Trying to read people's comments right now. Market looks like it's. Come on, baby. Looks like it pivoted right at the 9:45 period, and we are definitely in a downtrend. It's very important in the market, especially if you're trading it, to draw the channels. It gives you better perspective. So we definitely had an uptrend channel this way. Now we have a downtrend channel that we have to identify. And I think that's the support of it.
Just want to look at this chart here.
Could be wrong. Could be popping here.
Adding more SYNA, as a matter of fact. I'm adding more SYNA. I really believe in this stock. I have tons of SYNA.
SY.
I mean, I'm sorry. ACOR.
Yeah, I was like, what are
ACOR.
you talking about, dude?
ACOR. Adding more ACOR.
You're adding more here. I'll add with you. Um, let's see.
Sorry, guys.
I'll add with you here. I see the break over the candlestick here. Definitely about to happen.
Now I have a lot of stock in this, and the stock's low was 218. Think if yeah, about 275, 276, I would start piecing out of the stock. I have tons of stock. I have tons of ACOR here. Once we break that 42, the stocks should be on liftoff.
Just so you guys see, what I see forming here is a head and shoulders, potentially. If anything, it's a new buy area. Could be wrong on that. Looks like it's gonna hit new highs. Now we're
They're
down.
printing between the bid and offer. So let's see what happens here. Still in Adams from yesterday. Still in IPHA. IPHA, yeah. Still in ACOR right now. BRY breaking even on that one. Don't own a lot of that one. ALNA gave it last week at like 245, 247, 248 around there. Yesterday was 298.
Did a little average down strategy here on.
You also got to understand it's a very, very, very slow day, and you could identify that in the morning. You could have saw that from the beginning of the morning. That was a very, very, very slow day.
What happened with Acor? Dumped?
Yeah, it's still there. I mean,
I just was looking at the profit, and my profit went from like barely anything to practically nothing.
you gotta give it a little. You gotta give it a little
There you go.
chances. That's the only
That's why they
stock.
say never let a candle like that shake you out. And
There was on. It's only one. It's the only stock I actually see. It's SYNA. That was also a good bid on that one.
yes. Okay, the market just took that plunge that we were waiting for. I'm sure that these options are now skyrocketing. All right, it's time to take some profits, man, because I didn't like that before. We were just negative $70. So I'm going to sell half of these. I bought extra just to kind of average down, but I don't want to be in any position that heavy. Never over 10 options. That's just, to me is a little ridiculous. I'm not at that point yet. I'm not at that level where I'm buying hundreds of options and lots like that. 10 is good for me. All right, up $100 there. See, I didn't average down on my own account, and I'm literally flat. If I would have averaged down, I would have been good. Um, Yeah, there's definitely a trend here on the SPY. Downtrend looks like it tried to peak here. Very weird. Market's struggling right now. A lot of volume came in at this point, and I don't know why. Heavy selling. New numbers are coming in right now. I have nothing to relate it to, so I'm gonna consider. We have more heavy selling. Looks like coming in right now, and I think the next candle is gonna be a steep red one. Just to the right. We've already broken that, so we can't really say that that's the channel. The channel's steeper. Yeah, this is about the dump. I'm fairly certain. You got a nice head and shoulders formation on the Nasdaq, and you got to consider that the Nasdaq is a collection of all the stocks on the Nasdaq. So if that's head and shouldering, it's usually pretty significant. The tick is negative 186. That's good. That's where I want it. UVXY, little cup and handle formation on UVXY clearly can be seen, right? Uh,
Adding more. I'm gonna add more ACOR here. A little pullback.
ACOR adding more in a pullback. I'll do it with you. I'll just add another 100. And now I have 300.
There's that Adams broke out. ADMS from yesterday broke out. It reached a higher high from yesterday. Or I think it was. There we go. We just
It's
broke out
breaking out right
Adams
now.
from
Yeah.
yesterday.
418. All right, so this was yesterday, pick from yesterday. Sometimes you have to hold the pick for 2 days for it to complete a range. Sometimes you have to hold it for three, you know?
Well, it's at the bottom of the channel, and for those who took the course, you'll see that it's all the way in the bottom of the channel. There's no risk. There is no stop loss. You just got to stay in on it, and that's all. And it'll meet. It'll go halfway. It'll meet like half within the range. Like Fuel Cell was one of them, a 2 day play. BLDP was another one on there. Uh, on the bottom of the range. SVNR from last week. Adams. ALNA was another one.
There goes the
Now we got
market.
ACOR.
I think the market's going to close down 600 freaking points today, maybe 800. I would hope so, but you can't think like that. Base hits, base hits, base hits. Always base hits. See how much we're up. I'm gonna
We're
sell
up
off a
over
little
a
bit.
dollar fifty, and SYNA overtook that position before.
Sold at 145 actually.
This TLTFF, which was given on like about a month ago, it's ready to break out of here out of the channel. It's they got a big bid at 2805 by 0.289. I think the stock goes over 30 cents today on the breakout.
Yeah, you got a lot of buying going on there. Not as much as yesterday. Yesterday made him a nice move yesterday. Yeah, this is gonna break over 30, and then likely go over, test the new highs, test the previous highs. 45 cents. Could go up to 70. I feel like TTLF is gonna go to 70. Just like a hunch. Really no technical data to support that.
Well, we have to get to 45 on the chart first.
Let's look at how UVXY is doing. Okay, so that cup and handle kind of completed, but then it's falling. Didn't fully complete. We should be looking at a big move in that direction. A core, what's going on with that bad boy? I haven't looked at it in a minute. A
Still in it, still watching, still waiting.
Somehow I'm down on A core. Come on, market. You could fall more. See, right now I'm starting to take a little bit of a loss on A core. I think it's gonna turn up though here. Now would be a good buy price.
They're hitting the bids and the 30's not moving. There you go, moved.
Yeah, yep. All right. I no longer want anything to do with this. I got out of A core. I'll get back in if I have to. Only lost $9 on that. Now, the benefits of when we go and we move over to sterling, we will actually have, we'll be able to trade like this. Like, oh, I'm getting out, you know, at a $9 loss and not have it like, that's it. My whole day is over. No, it's marginal and so you can trade as much as you want. And if you have less than 25,000, there's no pattern day restrictions.
Like to get this Adams over like 425, 430 today.
Trying to figure out what this market's doing. Uptrending. Yeah, but this to me, I call it a crown. When you see a crown like this, stock usually goes down. Like you could say that's a sideways head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it, but it looks like it's crowning. Sorry to get graphic. Ah, it wasn't until I just said that, was it?
Talking about the whole market.
Yeah. Ja, puppy.
I like to see this Adams go to like 430. This IPHA go to 775 today, and this Acore right to 275 to 280.
I think Acore is gonna have. You know what's gonna happen with Acore? Mark my words. Record this. Either nothing's gonna happen, it's gonna just keep going down from here, or you're gonna get a massive candle that spikes you up like 25 cents. That's what I see happening. I'm not like I said this morning. I only like to trade hell yes stocks, stock that meet all my qualifications, and that's it. Nothing else. And today we didn't have any hell yes stocks. We didn't have any stocks that we had no doubt that if we went in, we could, make a profit on.
I'm still in Acore. I'm not getting out. I'm still staying in there.
I agree. It's like I said, it's probably going to pop up or stay at this level. It's more likely going to pop up. It's one of the most advanced stocks of the day. But once I see red, I get out. I got in
IPHA
after
wants
you.
to
I
move
got in
up.
too late.
Adams is moving up. Acore wants to move up. Quarter over $1 in SYNA if you played the bid on it. Okay, here's the Acore. Let's go. Let's break out of here. Once we get to 37, 38 cents again, shit,
Can the president declare war without Congress approval?
I don't know.
I thought he was the commander in chief and can just do what he wants, but people are saying even this thing. Oh, they sent him out there?
I think the market might rally like 100 points and then come right back down again.
Well, don't
In other
tell me
words, the
that.
market. is will go like will be down like 80, 90 points, and then it'll just finish down like two and change at the end of the three and change.
Well, it does look appear that the market has changed channels. So that fuck, I hope that doesn't happen. Um yeah, it looks like we broke out of the channel that we were in. And I'm talking about the micro channel.
There's a
Um
lot of stock in this Acorn to take up. Still in Acorn. I'm not getting out.
yes. So here's a clear downtrend. Now we've pivoted back up, it looks. This is not good. Not good at all. The initial bullishness is what scares me. All right, let's take a sideline. Let's take a knee real quick. I'm gonna sell two more shares here.
Here's the BRYs coming right back up again here.
Back down to what we initially started with. Two shares, two options, two contracts rather. I see markets, the MACD exponential is crisscrossing. It's positive. We're about to hit new highs. Like right now, it's flat. So there we
Oh,
go. What the heck is going on?
come on, Acorn. Let's go. Let's move it. This is normally a stock that does move fast in the day trade. Trading it for so many years, ACOR. It's I used to trade it like in the 20s and the 30s.
Mm, yeah, look at this kind of like reverse cup and handle sort of formation. If it breaks through here, I'll get completely out. Tony.
Sorry.
Yeah, you want to mute your phone when you blow, you know? Yeah, we're breaking out.
Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Just rip it to like 275, 280, 276, 277. So easy to go down. So hard to go up.
Until you short it, then for some reason it wants to go. That's the way the stock market works.
You know what it is? It's a lot of stock. It's been a lot of these stocks recently, the last month on the bottom of the channel. These stocks were like double digits. So now when they get down there, there's a lot of stock available. They got to shoot through a lot of stock for it to go up. You just got to stick with it. And it's usually like 2 or 3 day plays. You have to stay with it for like 2 or 3 days. You're in the channel. And, and the next day I'll make like the first day you're looking for like 40 cents. It takes all day. The next day it's 40 cents in the morning up, like F cell. Yesterday was like 50 cents, like, and it took all day to give you that 70 cents on the first day, and then it gave you 50 cents like one shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go, new
There
highs
it
on
is.
ACOR.
There it is. It broke
Now
over
this
that.
thing could probably should go to 275, 277. That's the range of the chart here. You figure it will accelerate now and start moving faster. 50 cents is a psychological number, so if it breaks 50, it should start moving faster above that.
I screwed up. I got out because I saw red. I should have stayed in. We knew the range. I was more
Range
focused.
is key. Once you're in the range, you stay in the range. If it goes below the range,
Then you
you
get
still
out.
stay in the range. No, you still stay
No?
in the range because it breaks through the range and then it comes right above it.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You told me that.
It's a wide range. It's a 5 point
Yes, yeah. It
range.
stays in the range and then comes right back. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes. Sometimes. It could have a total fail. But usually the stocks that we're picking, the way we pick them, these are not stocks that are just going to have a total fail unless, they secretly, I don't know, declare bankruptcy. I'm still kind of, wow, look at that
Holy cow!
pullback.
This thing,
That
this
was
thing
my
closed
entry
back
point.
like
I
it
know.
was like a slingshot.
I could have got it in there.
Still in it. Still waiting for it. I still believe the stock's got to go to 275.
Should I take the food to 29 pullback? I'll take it at 38. Fuck. I'll take it at 38. And I'll add if it goes down to 31. I'll put a bid there. Just buying on the pullback. All right.
Oh, this is like a
What do I want to get it at? 231. I want to get it at if I can get it, or 232. I'll get it with these guys over here. I got a bid at 232, or what is that? 234. If it goes down to there, I'll pick up some more shares. I think it will go down there. A lot of people buying at 236. A lot of people selling at 237. Market looks like it's got to be dumping now. Where's that freaking screen?
hmm,
Yeah, this is very. You pretty much hit the nail on the head with your prediction before. It would go up 100 more and then come right back down, and maybe it'll stay here at 2 and change, 3 and change. XTO eligible. That means you could literally trade it 24 hours a day. What are we
we're gonna
doing
wake
here,
back up.
Acor? Let's go, man. I tried to
Let's
add more shares down at 37. Didn't give it to me at
Should get it
30,
now.
36. I mean, I tried to get more shares. Like it's at 36 now, but not the bid. It must be just the yeah. I need that to go down to 36, and I should get a fill. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think if it goes below 36, we're
And
screwed.
watch this Adams. This Adams wants to break out also.
There we go. 236 at the mark. The ask is still 237.
They're printing between the bid and ask, and they should have got filled now.
No, still
37. No,
didn't fill me. What is this freaking trade net? It's only gonna fill me at the ask. Come on, this thing should fill me. Could be it.
come
Could
on, let's
that
go.
it's a simulator. That could be it as well. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Not a great day, guys. Not a great like even market day. Gotta have patience. Gotta stay in on these stocks. You gotta wait. That's just what it is.
Can't believe I'm not getting filled. This is crazy. I'm not buying at 237. It's not worth it. Screw it.
Adams 419 trying to break that new high on Adams. Yeah.
Yeah, today's not beautiful. It could be. Today could turn out to be freaking fantastic. We just need to.
Oh yeah. Well, if the market turns around and goes positive and everything goes positive, that would be crazy. That would really be crazy if that was to happen.
WTI, crude is skyrocketing, gold is skyrocketing.
But I'm saying I don't think the market's going to be positive today. But imagine if the market just turns around and goes positive and we up
I
like
I
200 points at the end of the day.
I could see it totally happening. 100%. Crude is just skyrocketing, man. You could have even bought WTI and killed it today. Just usually crude goes up, market goes up as well, but it's going up for a negative reason. It's going up on negative headlines. So that's kind of why the market's flat right now. This should be driving the market up. We have a fuel-driven economy, crude-driven economy. And when this goes up, the market should technically be going up. And
Now let's say this ACOR closes, let's say at 250, right? And all day does this, and it closes at 250,
right,
right? I think the stock's $3. 280, 285 to $3 on Monday morning. Gap up.
I see it. There we go. Now we're making some money at least. It's in the 40s. I'm in the money.
We got to break 50, I think, fix the acceleration of it.
Yeah, once it breaks 50, I think we'll have a spike. I don't see it going. Well, the R2 is right at 270. So I don't. You think it's gonna go to 280 still?
Adams, yeah, yeah, it breaks that.
Breaks.
It breaks down. If you punch into 1 month on the big charts, you'll see the whole range on there. It's like a dollar range from 425 to $3. It's like 75 cent range.
A core. What'd you say? The 3 month?
1 month
1 month?
on the big charts. Yep. And if you look at the candle is forming green. And if you look at it, right, there's another confirmation on this A core. It's a 4 day down and then a 1 day reversal on the 1 month. And look at the range. It's a clear confirmation that this stock should go to 275 when you
Yeah,
look at it.
I see
You
that.
got 4 days in a row down, and then you got right on top of the moving average envelope, and then right on top the range from 225 to $3, 75 cent range. I'm not saying $3, but 275 for sure.
Yes.
And there should be a white candle today, which is equivalent to a green candle up day. We should up. This stock should be up from the opening price today, no matter what. We should finish up. which I believe will go to 275.
I agree. I agree. If it didn't happen today, it would just happen tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Right. But I think it should happen today. There's no reason why this stock should be down today.
oh well.
Down 4 days in a row. Had news. And you look at the 1 year, big range. 2 years, even bigger range. 4 days down, range in the 1 month. Turnaround. Sort of like a cup and handle, though, right?
Yeah. That yeah looks like a big cup and handle definitely.
In
If
the one
you
month, right?
yeah, it just if I probably go out to 2 months, you'll probably see it fuller.
Yeah. That's why I'm convinced I'm still in it. I have tons of it. Really a lot of shares of it. I got my sell
Yeah.
orders in there. 75, 76, 74, all over the place. Um, Adams still in Adams. Adams broke out, broke new high. Um, IPHA. IPHA should go back to 775.
Oh, somebody
That,
said SCS. What's going on with SCS? Oh, nothing. It could break 10 here. You're right. Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now when you buy the stock, SCS. If you were to play the pullback on this,
$9 cheaper.
yeah,
Could break
I was
out
just
at
gonna say
10.
about.
See, it's been resisting at 10 all day, and that's what I've been watching. So I'm gonna cancel these two orders. Give me some more buying power, and I might be jumping in this if this breaks 10. This has been trying so hard to break 10 and can't. And I think once it does, it's gonna have a real breakout. I don't think this will be a fake out. When it attempts that many times, it's either
I
gonna
would,
break.
I would, I would take a chance. I would take a chance at like 790, 810, 790 on the stock. I would have played a $10 breakout because if you look at the 1 month on the big charts, punching the 1 month, and you see the line underneath at $8. Yesterday's low was like eight and change. I think it's going to retest yesterday's low. And if you look at the candle today, right, there's
Yeah,
no support on the bottom of that candle.
yeah.
So I would say like 810, 790 bid on that. I wouldn't play a $10 breakout. The only way I would have played a $10 breakout if it opened at 10 and it hit 990 and it hit like 10, then it will go to like 12 again. But I don't see the strength of that going to $10.
All right. Let's take that, and I'll hold off. And dang, market must be skyrocketing. Bull flag. Absolutely. Market's in a bull flag right now. There's no doubt about it.
You just got to wait until next week comes when a lot of earnings come into play. It's going to be a fun time with all those rookie earnings. Oh yeah,
I think that's second here. Here you go. Market's breaking out on a bull flag. See, this freaking thing takes so long to get out of a position. It's ridiculous.
you to play the breakout on SCS, you're down 20 cents right now.
Well, it didn't break out yet. SCS still hasn't been unable to get above that frickin' $10 line. So much selling there. So what do you think's gonna happen when it does break? Probably just get sold out again.
I'm not a buyer of it.
Huh? Let's see. Last thing I'm in is only thing I'm in is Acor. I got out of those UVXY calls because could have sold them for much more, but you know, now that the formation has identified itself as a bull flag, I mean, you can't deny it. It's right there. Boom, that is a bull flag. I didn't put you in that section. I was wondering if that would block it. No. All right, so damn, they're mourning their war general. Like, oh, they hate us, man. You know, I really feel it's BS that they can say we had information that he was, essentially they're saying that they knew he was about to do something. That's why they killed him now. That they've had multiple opportunities to kill this guy, this Iranian war general, but they chose now, right during his impeachment, because apparently they had intel that he was going to do something that could kill hundreds, if not thousands, of Americans. That's what Pompeo said this morning on Fox and Friends. I was watching Brian Kilmeade on Fox and Friends. Um, if that's the case, they should tell us what the
My
hell it
concern right
was.
now is Acor 275.
I know, I know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully this thing rips here. Let's go. Come on, Acor.
It's moving. See, today was a day I would have been happy just not getting in anything because it was that kind of day, you know?
Here we go. Every time. Adams, still holding.
Where is Adams?
See, I wouldn't mind walking away from my computer today. Just put sell orders because I know that like later on I'll check in. I'll be like, this thing ran, and usually every 15 minutes there's something going on in the market. So the next time frame will be 10:45, and then it'll be 11 o'clock, and then 11:15. You know, within all those 15-minute periods throughout the day, everything happens. If you notice, 15 minutes, every 15 minutes there's a shift in the market. This IPHA is going to 775. It looks like it wants to break out.
Take a look at something real quick. Oh my God.
There we go.
Market is extremely overextended right now, man. Extremely.
I believe we're going to get to 30,000 before any major sell off in the market. I mean, 30,000 on the Dow. From 4 years ago, we were at 21,000. Does the earnings support?
Hmm.
See the Nasdaq going to like 9,500, 94, 9,500.
Where you see the S&P going to?
Be honest with you, I don't even follow the S&P. Where's it at?
Uh, Let me give you the SPX numbers. Hold on. 32, 37,
Probably
3,237.
probably 35.
Yeah. That's so extended though. Like you have to. Let me check the fear of greed index. Is this index made up of multiple things? Hasn't changed yet today, which is surprising. Market was slow today, man. Just slow. I want to see the overall volume that came in today.
What I'm seeing now, I'm not saying anything. Keep on
What?
going. Let's go.
What do you mean?
Everybody should see what I see right now. But let's not say nothing. Let it go.
Is it the red candle of death on Acor?
No, the rally in Acorn.
Oh, okay. There we go.
This will be the triple top breakout, right? The first breakout was 36, then it was 25, 36, and now 45. Oh, this is the second breakout.
There you go. It's looking very good now. Very pretty. It's gonna break out 250 right here. Let's get these sell order. I'm gonna start putting my sell orders up. 275, right?
274, 275,
What do I have?
uh,
I will buy more shares.
276.
Should I add if it breaks over 250? We know it's going up
I,
another quarter. I have only 300 shares. I feel like I don't have enough skin in the game. So it's too high to add now, right?
I want to add through a breakout. I will add a pullback, so like 243 to 245, going to 250. If you miss it, you miss it. But if it goes, then you have it anyway.
All right. Here we go. Getting ready to break
Uh,
250. There's the break and the rip. Give me the rip.
that's what I was saying. So you buy 250s, they pull them all the way down, and then they bring them up, and then no, they stall them there. Here's that IPHA 752 off for 744 bid. Tick down. As soon as I watch it, as soon as I say something, it ticks down.
All right. I got two sell orders in, a partial order at 260, and then the rest at 275. And that's it. I think that'll clear.
This thing is like torture.
It's taking forever. That's why you're better off
Well, these
doing.
are the best. These are the best trades that like you take a position in it. All your confirmations are there. You have like three or four confirmations on your side, and it's like very logical confirmations, and when you learn how to read the chart and the ranges and the 3D chart, you got full confidence. You could just go and do your chores, just put the sell order in and shut your phone and do what you got to do, and
Do your
it will hit
chores.
that target.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like even if you want, like on TD, on Thinkorswim, they have this on pretty much every platform. In case you're worried that the stock is gonna dump, you could always sell custom
Bracket.
with a stop. Yeah, bracket sell or so you could put your stop order in right below your purchase price, and then your exit. You know,
I
that's
just I sell with profits. I just sell with like
you just put the limits
going
right
up
to selling the
because
profits.
it's the confirmation is. I have a lot of confidence in the confirmation that it's given me. Um,
Ooh, market just popped up hardy, hardy, hardy.
Back at 250 here.
Tony, are you chewing gum?
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious? That's all we hear. uh, 20, 21, 22. Let's see. I think it's time to start kicking off and using. I was trying to do that free strategy, but I'm gonna start using trade ideas again. We're probably missing so much action behind the scenes, so to speak. Maybe not. Maybe the market's just dead. Day like this, don't waste your time or money. Stocks continue to sell off.
It's holding pretty strong up there. Big bid on ACOR 47. Let's see if they push that now.
There you go. Yeah, this is gonna fill. This is just like watching paint dry. That's all. I'm
You gotta look at it this way. It was still a holiday week because the market opened on Thursday, which it's only 2 days left in the week. So most likely people still away. They finish the weekend off, and Monday's when everything gets back on track. But if we get a lot of these picks during the year where they're low price stocks and they're on the bottom of the channel, we might as well hold them for 2 or 3 days. The beauty part of these trades, you could buy 4 or 5 thousand shares. It costs you 10 grand, 5,000 shares, and if you make a dollar on that, you're making you're making $5,000 on 10,000. You're making 50% of your money. Let's just say hypothetically.
So I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right. I have the screen up right now. You can see it, right? It's just the acorn or acorns.
52. Huh? See anything else, Luke? Or Luke? Yeah, yeah. You hear me? Yeah.
All right. I'm back. And yeah, this stock is gonna just take its time. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of running around to do.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's gonna clear. I got my
I'm
sell orders in. That's it.
I'm still in it. Like I said, 275, 276, 274, 456 around there. And I guess I'll see you guys on Monday. And next week should be way better because the beginning of the week, holidays are out of the way, and we'll do the same thing next week. And it should be a blockbuster week next week.
Yes, next week should be awesome. We're running a course tonight and tomorrow night.
Yes, yes.
For the members involved that signed up. If you are in the alumni group, you have the privilege of coming into that course to watch, but your microphones will be muted. You know, it's got to be interactive for those. And you know, if you signed up, the same privilege will be afforded to you once you're in the alumni group. You can come into any future courses and watch, unless it's a one-on-one course, because those are different. Um, so yeah, that's just put that blurb out there. You can sign up for the group for free. You can join the group for free by clicking the link in the description. We had a good day today. I mean, up $110. That's nothing to cry about. And you know, so even on a slow day, we managed to, you know, conquer some
Day's not
scratch.
over yet. Still in ACOR, still waiting for that breakout, which should happen. Um, and that's basically it. I'll call you later on, Luke. Anyway, and tonight we have that meeting with the group, right? We have that course, people
Yes,
taking the course.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard
Okay,
Time.
so I'll call you later on this afternoon,
All
and
right, I'll talk to you then. Well,
I'll see you Monday, group. Same time, same place. Take care. Have a nice weekend, guys.
all right, Tony, take it easy. Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
All right. So what I'm gonna do now is, yeah, this stock is definitely moving. Um, and the market is now starting to shift. It shifted out of that upward trend, the upward channel, and is now in a downward channel. A little bit of a head and shoulder thing going on. Let's see if we can break below the VWAP in the market. You know, it's surprising that it's down as much as it is, and it's riding above the VWAP. People are buying on this pullback here. Crude is now going down. Gold, huge head and shoulders on gold. And what I want to do is I want to. I don't think I can do it on this one. I think I could do it on my own. But if you click support and support chat, you'll get this system. And you can go to chat rooms, Benzinga Squawk. And if you hit listen, you'll get the Benzinga Squawk box, which comes out and it gives, you know, if anything's coming up that should be known about, usually the squawk.
I key 2 million share block at 22.40 below the bid of 22.85.
So he's telling you
India, Quebec.
IQ, India, Quebec, IQ, there's a 200,000 share block. So somebody's buying a massive amount of shares right now. So that could be a catalyst to, you know, shift it upward, you know. And that's just one tip. It'll just constantly be coming out with tips all throughout the day. IQ is a good stock to like day trade. You can easily make a point off of it. It's fairly cheap. I think we're going to see a breakout at 23 here. Let's see here. Mark, I'm going to be adding you into the alumni group. Um, I'll do it right now. Matter of fact, so I don't forget. Let's see. Where is the alumni group? And why is it doing that? Add. So, Mark, that means that tonight at 5 p.m. and tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will have the ability to come listen in on the course, which right now there's only 4 members in Tony's mentee group. So, no, 3. You'd be the 4th, but incognito as my mentee technically.
FIXX, Foxtrot India X-Ray X-Ray. Short report from Seeking Alpha $5 price target. That's FIXX.
Wow.
Crude stocks, a draw of 11.463 million. Gasoline stocks, a build of 3.212 million. Distillates, a build of 8.776 million. Again, crude stocks, a draw of 11.5 million versus a draw of 3.288 million expected. Crude moving a bit higher now, 63.43. Saudi Arabia calls for self-restraint to prevent escalation after U.S. strike in Iraq. That, according to state TV.
Look at this thing dump after that analyst update. $5 price target. That's clearly manipulation. They're trying to make this thing dump. A break.
Shares of homology medicines dropping to 2016. Again, that report on Seeking Alpha. Homology's inconclusive data leads to highly overvalued stock, giving it a $5 price target. Currently at 1993, off the lows, down about 3%. That's FIXX.
Uh-oh, what's going on with A-Course? I'm in the negative on that now. You know what? This is a great stock to short, just to test that strategy. I should have done it when it was at 1999, but I was unsure if it was a breakout, a fake out or not. Let's go ahead and let's take a shot at it. Oh, it's not available to borrow. Well, there's an easy solution to that.
NFLX, Netflix, Business Insider reporting exclusive data that is predicted. Netflix subscriber trends suggest international usage slowed during Q4. That's November Foxtrot Lima X-ray.
I'm not gonna play with these options. Their spread is too wide. I'll get hurt here. I'm just gonna leave this stock alone. If I could have shorted it, I would have done that, but I don't want to buy puts on it.
Shares of Netflix pulling back here now, 326.45.
Netflix, I'll buy puts on. You know the range is stable with that. But I didn't understand the news that he said. What was even the news? Tech companies is a great bargain. Strikes his deal. Yeah, I'm not touching that. Okay. Market is definitely dumping here. Uh, let's see if this can go into 321. We're right now riding on that 200-day moving average. UVXY is popping as a result. There we go. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to frickin' see.
Fed's barking, says Fed rate cuts working as expected.
Uh-oh.
Says Iran tensions could be an issue for the economy.
Now look at her. I think we're going to see a big pullback here. There we go. There it is. Come on, man. Right here is like my BE level, my break even level.
Coming up at 1 p.m., the Baker Hughes U.S. rig count, and then at 2 p.m., the FOMC meeting minutes.
Ignore this number. I've been holding these for a long time. Uh, Main numbers, the P&L on the day is 3, -3. So I'm like at the money, like right here, or at my break even level. So would be nice to see a dump here. Worst things worst. I'm not selling this for a loss at all. I'll just get out at zero. You know what? This might have a spike candle, and then you can get a really good price. So what I like to do in those situations is set my sell. Cancel, replace order, limit order. I think it's gonna pivot back up. Eight cores. Here we go. It's coming back up. There we go. Come on. Keep going down. Getting to that 32. I think once we get into the 322.20s, see the support is 322. If we break that, I think it's all engines fail, and we'll see a pretty steep drop. Okay, we're now in 29. It's new territory, 26. All right, here we go. I just increased my target on this. I think we're getting ready to break below. Come on, let's break below 322. That'll be a big break. It could pivot here. It could pivot here. So I gotta, my reactions have to be quick. Here's UVXY, still below the view app. It's like it's Wall Street's lunchtime right now. So there's gonna be less buying going on, potentially more selling. Hoping for a little bit of panic selling. Apple crossed $300 already. Talk about overextended.
Natural gas futures popping to the high, $2.15, up 1.6% now. That's natural gas futures.
Natural gas. Big day for natural gas. There it goes. You guys. Wow. Sounds like someone's vacuuming in his in the background on this thing. See, this is what I was worried about. We get to this level and we pivot again. Damn. Getting a little worried about A-Core here. Makes no sense. The market pops up. This should this goes down. See, that's the problem with Benzinga. This Squawk Box, sometimes they tell you just a little bit too late. Sometimes they tell you right on time, and that's when it's worth it. Okay, so we're creating a channel then, it is. Let's see.
Jim Sciutto of CNN reporting that the intel that Soleimani was planning attacks on U.S. interests in multiple countries in the region was beyond normal chatter.
So apparently, normal chatter over there is them bombing U.S. embassies over in the Middle East. And in this instance, it was beyond normal chatter.
during the 3G to 4G migration, and similar dynamics in play. The 5G phones are, as we've seen, more expensive than the 4G equivalents, and it's not clear to me just yet who is going to assume the burden for that added cost.
Tom, all of the virtues we could recite about Apple in terms of the long-term durability of a lot of its franchises, the push into services, the position of its ecosystem were almost equally true a year ago. I mean, perhaps there was a little bit less clarity on some of those aspects, but clearly this stock traded at $142 a year ago today, closed there as a matter of fact, and most of that was also true. So I wonder where we are in this kind of reevaluation, this massive perception shift in terms of your clients, how much they feel they need to own, how confident they are in the very long-term picture that these are very durable cash flows that are being produced. Obviously, we're all on alert for that moment when
I
people
don't
get
like the looks of
overexcited
the
about Apple, as
A-Core
it
at
happened
all.
in 2012, where it created a significant top in the stock, but not a perpetual top in the stock, obviously.
Yep, no, some great points there, Mike. The way that I think about it is the story in 2019 was Apple's ability to show investors that they can diversify their revenue stream away from smartphones and away from iPhone. And you look at that in their efforts in financial services, both on the payment front with Apple Pay and on the credit card front with Apple Card. You're starting to see signs on healthcare and other areas. So I think to the extent that they showed us last year that they're able to grow that business, which I believe grew in the high teens X the iPhone, And then to the extent you can layer on a rebound in iPhone sales, I think that could result in further
That's
upside
gonna
in shares
break
from
out
here.
the channel there.
Jeffrey, what would it take to change your stance on this stock? I mean, given the fact that you're neutral, your price target is 225, what do you see as, I guess, the upside risk to your rating?
Well, uh, upside risk to the rating. That wasn't a question I was expecting, Morgan, but I would put it this way. I think that Apple has done a number of things much better than we would have expected. I guess I would say the services growth trajectory is plus. The wearables business, though, is much stronger
FEYE
than we
FireEye
expected,
January
partly on the watch, but
2021
partly
$20
on
call sweep in
on the
FEYE.
AirPod, mostly on the AirPod primarily. So I think that Apple has, in fact, made a number of steps forward in 2019 that we were not looking for at the beginning of the year. I am not certain, however, that they will be able to recreate that success in 2020, and that's why we've been on the sidelines and look to remain so for the year.
All right, yeah, that's a risky call, as I'm sure you can feel at this level. Tom, finally,
Yes.
wearables or 5G? What's the stock going to really respond to this year? And I mean, because 5G, we're not going to know whether that's a big winner for them until well into the back end of the year.
Yep, so I would argue 5G, given the potential to really change connectivity, change use cases for mobile devices. So I agree with you that it's a late 2020 story, but I think 5G is really what could push the stock much farther forward.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah,
Tom,
and,
Jeffrey, thanks.
that's where I disagree. Thank you very much.
All right, well, up next, the implications for defense stocks as a new conflict in the Middle East develops. We break down today's biggest movers after the break, and there are some big ones. Stay with us.
Yeah, Lockheed, Kratos. What are you doing? Head and shoulders upside down. I I see. Hey, this A course. I'll be out of A course soon. If it goes into the 20s, I'll probably get back out. It just doesn't have the momentum today to complete the range, even though now I'd be okay with it freaking zooming, and it's not. It's dumping. Yeah, taking the $31 from me. That's about my limit there. I was not expecting to make more than 100. Once it's down 30, it's time to get out. It might pivot right back up, and I might regret this, but I'm gonna get out. Damn. Oh no, it filled me at 31. All right, good, done, out. Mild day, up 55. Took a little loss on Acorns. Could have got out with profits on that, but in essence, I was waiting for it to finish range. Um, yeah, I think I broke strategy today in the fact that I Acor. I should have just took the base hits I wanted when it was up in 50.
Welcome back to Squawk Alley. Tesla releasing its Q4 delivery numbers this morning, and Phil LeBeau is live in Chicago with those details for us. Phil.
Morgan, these numbers are better than many expected. Most were expecting deliveries of about 104, 105,000 for the fourth quarter. But when you look at Tesla's deliveries, yeah, the bulk of them were Model 3 and a lot more Model 3 than people were expecting. The total coming in at 112,000. So for the full
All
year
right,
of
guys.
2019,
I
Tesla
guess I could do
did
the daily
meet its
recap.
minimum
That's it.
guidance of 360,000 vehicles being delivered. The total
I'll end
coming
the
in
video
at
here and I'll come back later. I'll do a
367,000
daily recap.
vehicles delivered in
It's the
2019.
whack day.
We'll
Not
get
a
the
good day. I
2020
mean,
guidance
we're
when the company
profitable
reports earnings
on the day,
over the next 4 or 5 weeks.
and
In
that's all
terms
that
of how
matters.
much impact
But
China played in
guys on Facebook,
2019, very little. But they have opened.
yeah, Facebook. I am out. Thank you for joining. Make sure you click the link to join the chat room for free, and that's Tony's chat room. And that's it. Have a good weekend. YouTube, same thing. Have a good weekend. Make sure you click the link for the chat room as well. And that one.